When you handed over the £5,000 to Ash, you transferred it. Was it bank transfer or cash?
Cash, Judge.
Did you simply just hand over the money, or did you draw up a document?
Drew up a document, Judge.
Why did you do that, sir?
Because I listened to you.
Very sensible. Can I see the document?
Yes, Judge.
I have to tell you, sir, I was surprised. When I spoke to my clerk this morning, I never for a second, bearing in mind the nature of your friendship, thought that there would be a document of this quality. It says the name, it says you lent him £5,000 in cash, it says the date, and above all else, it says it needs to be paid back by the 31st of December 2018. Correct?
Yes, Judge.
That's the car that you bought. How much did you pay for it?
It was 7,100, I think, something like that.
The money you used to purchase that car was from the loan with a bit of savings that you had as well.
Yeah.
No problem. You've got a working car, but you've also got this great big millstone around your neck in the form of the big car. When did you actually get it back yourself? When did you physically go and say, enough is enough, I don't trust you anymore, I'm not going to pursue you for a full refund, which, by the way, in law, you probably aren't able to do now, because you've grabbed the asset back. So you can't get a judgment against this company because you've got the car.
Yeah.
When did you decide that you were going to forego that right, in other words, want a full refund, and say, you people are clearly cowboys, I'm going to take the car back? When did you do that?
I think it was around the 16th or 17th of December.
December? That's very interesting, because at some point, in the middle of December, he comes to you for more money, correct?
Yes, Judge.
What did he ask for?
He got the car sent to another garage to get repaired. And to get repaired, it was a substantial amount of money to get repaired, but Ash didn't have it. And for me to sort of have any chance of getting my money back by the deadline, it had to be fixed.
In other words, Ash comes to you and says, if I fix it up, I will have an asset potentially worth a great deal of money. I can then sell that car and you'll get your money back, correct?
Yes, Judge.
That was, it seems, in the middle of December, right?
Yes.
Did you lend him that money?
Yes, Judge.
How much?
£1,500, Judge.
What was the date that it was to be paid back by?
It was the same date, Judge.
When did you get the car repaired? That's all I want to know.
It was, I think, on the 21st of December.
When did you put it on the market?
When I got it back in January.
In January?
Well, they closed down for Christmas.
Of course they did.
So I couldn't get the car back until after they come back from the shutdown.
But
yes.
there was, you know, there's also companies that buy the car straight away. And, you know, I was hoping, you know, with the deadlines coming up, the dates, and I did know that the garage was going to be shut, but I was just hoping he was going to go down one of them routes. I didn't realise he was going to try to sell it, you know, and wait until it sold.
Very, very difficult to do that in January. It's probably the worst time of year.
Yes, Judge, and that's why I assumed he was going to go to one of them companies that just buy it outright.
What do you mean, one of them companies?
There's companies online where you put your car in and they just instantly buy your vehicle.
And they do so very often at a very big loss, don't they?
Yes.
But sometimes, if people have obligations, for example, they've taken loans from friends, they have to take that financial hit. Wouldn't you agree with me, sir?
Yes, Judge. Or even go and get a loan to pay me back.
Ash?
I didn't want to sell the car to an online buyer because I know how low they value the vehicles at. That would have been a massive loss against...
It's your problem, sir.
Well,
it's not my fault.
Exactly,
no,
sir.
I understand that.
You bought the car for, let's say, £10,000 flat. I think it was about £1 cheaper.
Yeah.
Did you put it on the market?
Yes.
As I understand it, you initially priced the car at how much?
10,500.
You put it on the market for more than you actually paid for it, despite the fact that there was an inherent fault in it. You've got about as much chance of selling that vehicle for that price as I have jumping out of an aircraft in a tutu doing jazz hands. Do you understand? Zilch! So you lowered it to 9,950. Any takers?
I had a dealer phone up offering a trade price of about £8,000, which...
When did that happen?
Last week.
Marvellous.
Well,
Talking. Did you know that Ash had had an offer of £8,000?
That's the first I've heard of that, Judge.
Had he taken that offer, he'd have had the money, you'd have got your £6,500, understood,
Yeah, sure.
and you would have been able to keep £1,500. Why on earth didn't you accept it?
It's just too low value for the car. Car's worth more money than that, and I'm certain that it'll sell for more.
How certain?
So-
What expertise do you have? Bearing in mind, this is an absolute disaster of a vehicle.
It's been a disaster for 4 months of my life.
I believe you, sir, and I'm also confident it's incredibly stressful.
Very,
and I'm
yeah.
sorry about that. What effect has this whole situation had on you and on your partner?
Well, my wife was almost divorcing me over it all because of the stress it was causing. There was arguments over things of how we should do things and what route we should take. And then obviously there's the side of things that working with Gav, we're going into life-threatening situations that I expect him to watch my back, I'd watch his back, and I don't want something standing in our way where I'm going to feel unsafe or nervous that he might not feel like that because I owe him this money. And
Any risk of that, regardless whether he owes you money or not?
No, Judge.
whatsoever. None whatsoever.
But
No.
it has started to cause a little elephant in the room. It's a subject that's driving us apart, really. We're not as close as we were 3 or 4 months ago.
And you needed this money, especially in January.
Yes, Judge.
Why was that important to you?
Because I need to book, to see my family.
You've got an obligation. Why don't you accept that money?
I just suppose because I think it's too low an offer for what the car is.
I can't wait much longer, though, Judge.
Why can't you wait much longer?
Well, I need to get these things in place. It is causing a bit of strain between me and my partner now because we like to be prepared.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.